Welcome to another episode of Local Leaders. I have the privilege today of interviewing Gloria. She is interior designer, color specialist, and co-owner of the Rich Design Group right here in Kent. Gloria, thanks for being here. Why don't we just start out? Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do in your business.
Yeah, we have a family-owned business since 1999, and we do custom home, major remodels, and kitchen and bath designs, and more other things too. But we just specialize with homeowners on their dream homes. What they would like to um, do in their home, design-wise, whether it be adding on a room or adding on a floor or tearing down a house and rebuilding it, or if they just want to update or their kitchen or bathroom and make it more functional and to their liking, and so that they'll enjoy it for many, many years. And I got started doing interior design. I worked for a corporate company for almost 25 years, and we got laid off. And to make a long story short, my husband asked me to come and partner with him, and I said, manufacturing to construction, I don't think so, but uh, I gave it a good shot. I went back to school. I job shadowed him for a year, and now 15 plus years later, here I am doing what I love, and I have a passion for it. That was really important to me. I'm a real people person. I love people. I love helping people and making their dreams come true. And then what's important to me too is trying to see what they want through their eyes so that it's their home and their style and their function and their liking. So,
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's a great story about something not going your way, and ultimately it leads you to maybe something that's a greater purpose and something that you really enjoy. Um, when I think about designers, some people might just think of like HGTV, where you're like picking out, just some tile or some colors. But I know there's a lot more involved in the process. So maybe tell me a couple things that people don't know about what it is to be, an interior designer and color specialist.
mhm. I probably the first thing that comes to my mind is that there's so many things you have to choose and pick out, and it's very overwhelming. And nowadays, back in the day there was maybe a handful of things to choose from. Now there's hundreds, so that's very overwhelming and stressful for people. So that's where I come in and help them uh, narrow down what they want and need, function wise and style wise and color wise and things like that. So I put a list together. I actually have a check off list that I call it their wish list. So we can check things off that they desire, that they want, or maybe they want to consider. So we don't forget anything, and we make sure that they know what all their options are. So it's just really, it's everything from the crown to the base and everything between that an interior designer does. Plus, I do, roofing and siding and doors and windows and hardware and decking, everything that's fixed in the home, help them with. And then color, I love color. I can't get enough of color, to be honest with you, but it's really fun to come into a home that's already existing or even a custom home and just help them pick out colors for their home. There's a lot of psychology behind colors, and so I help them understand that so they have a good feeling and they're a good mood when they're in their home, and that other people, when they enter into their home, that it's very inviting and comfortable for them as well. So it's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and just it's overwhelming, like you said. So having somebody who can be there to guide you, who's done it, many times and knows what's worked together, I think it's undervalued. So, um, I know you've been doing this for quite a long time, and maybe you didn't just start right into it, but was interior design something that you always wanted to get into, or did you just kind of stumble upon it?
Well, we're a family owned business since 1999, and my husband has been doing this forever. And no, I never thought about being an interior designer. I just, that wasn't, I was involved in more of a health, fitness oriented company, and that's my passion too. But like I said earlier, I went back to school. I had three interior design teachers. I told my husband I'll do this if I have a passion for it, because that's really important to me that I have a passion for what I do. And I did have a knack for it, a talent for it, as I found out through going through school and job shadowing my husband. And I'm a real people person. And like you said, I'm just really there to guide them and educate them of all the different products and what would be best for them. You know, most people like low maintenance things, that type of thing. And let's see. Yeah, just, and yeah, I think those are the main things.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you didn't, this wasn't what you thought you would love to do, but you ended up finding a passion for it. So,
Definitely,
yeah, that's
definitely.
awesome. You know, as a small business owner, I feel that it's important for us to support each other and be a part of the community. You've been in Kent for, you know, you've been based here for many years. You said your company's been here for over 20 plus years.
Right.
Um, what are some things that you enjoy, about being in Kent or that you've come to value about our community?
Well, it's a small community in my mind, and I like our community, and it's improving all the time. They've got the water features down there now. They just opened up a new space park down there. They have big grand opening, and that was pretty exciting. I already brought my grandchildren there so they could play on the space shuttle and all the different equipment and different things that they use there. So, and then I like supporting our community because, of course, we live here, and people, need to thrive and make money, make a business, and make a living. If you think about it, you not only are you supporting yourself, but you're supporting, your suppliers in the area. I have an administrative person, I have a bookkeeper. You're really, it's their livelihood, and you're responsible for their livelihood, to some degree, and make our community successful and thrive and prosperous. We need to make sure we support them, and I think that's really important. And I like supporting family-owned businesses too, because that's what we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I'm curious to think or to hear from you, like what separates your company or your services from, some of the other similar companies out there.
That's a really good question. So we're a team. My husband and I are a team, husband and wife team, and I always tell people you get two for the price of one. So you get his perspective and my perspective. He's more the architectural end of it, so he does all that AutoCAD plans, drawings and things like that. He's excellent at kitchen and bath design. He is basically the chef in our house. So he knows how a kitchen functions and everything, and how it works best, the traffic flow, the working triangle, all that kind of stuff that's important to people, because people hear of those terms, but they don't know or really understand them all the time. And so again, we're there to just educate people, and just guide them and make sure that in the end it's what they want. And the thing that's most exciting for us is to watch it go from paper to actually see it build in live, and just see that transformation of ordinary home to an extraordinary home
Yeah,
for them.
it's so fun to watch the transformation. Just speaking of the type of work you guys do, is there a particular or memorable client experience that you can recall?
I think I have two, actually, a past one and a recent one. In the past, did have a client that didn't have a budget, which that doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty fun one to do, because we could be very creative, and she was very artistic, and she wanted a plain home to go to a really modern home. And so with my husband, she was able to pick out exterior materials like putting tile on the house, and stucco and cedar, and we did a beautiful copper trim at the top, like penny copper that shines. I mean, and curves and glass block because she liked all natural light. It was quite beautiful. And then inside, I got to help her pick out whimsical lighting. I remember I found a faucet for her. It's a double faucet that looks like a fountain, if you will. And it was a lot of money. And I thought, oh, I don't know if she's going to, her husband will let her buy it. But I showed it to her. She fell in love with it. And I said, well, check with your husband. He said, yeah, you can have it. And so I was pretty excited about that. So that was a pretty fun client. And it's quite a unique house. And it had a nice view of the sound and everything.
Wow.
And a lot of our homes are we have a lot of view homes, which is kind of cool too. I always tell the people that work with us that enjoy this view, because not everybody gets to go to work and see this beautiful view. And then the second one that comes to my mind is just recently we're doing a couple up in the South End, and uh, they're just very easy to work with. They're the kind of, I call them dream clients. They're so easy to work with and
Yeah.
kind and nice, and very appreciative and thankful for things that we do. And we're just picking out some really cool colors. Had fun, with doing. I initially got hired to do their color consultation, and outside and inside. So we had really fun with all the different colors. And then they ended up hiring us to do their kitchen and bathrooms and a few little bit of exterior work. And so it's going to be quite beautiful because they're doing some beautiful quartz and they're doing full backsplashes all the way up to the ceiling. And so just it's nice to have a client that appreciates you and thanks you for things that you do because sometimes it can be a thankless job.
Yeah, yeah. I think many other business owners can relate. There's definitely the ideal clients that we just love to work with. Gloria, if somebody wants to utilize your services or get in touch with you, what's the best way for somebody to get a hold of you?
I would say call us. We're very personable. We do home shows, and we really like home shows because you're interacting with the people, you're meeting them, you're building a rapport, you have that first impression. So I would say to give us a call, my husband or I, and we're glad to talk to you and see how we can help you with your project and make your dream come true.
What is the phone number to reach you at?
My phone number is 253-632-2200, and my husband Rich is 253-951-8049.
Okay, perfect. Well, Gloria, I really appreciate your time. If you're looking for somebody to help you with your interior design or even just your remodel project, I've known Gloria for a while. She's going to do a really great job for you. So definitely reach out to her if you're looking for any help with your real estate needs. I'm always here for you guys. and
Definitely.
and if you know anybody who would be a great feature for an interview like this and wants to support other small businesses, definitely leave me a message or a comment. But Gloria, I really appreciate it, and yeah, I will have to stay in touch, and everybody reach out to Gloria. So thank
Thank
you.
you. Everybody deserves a rich design.